For UI students struggling in their schoolwork, November 2nd will be the last day they can drop a class. But if they do, they'll have a W printed on their transcript. Daily Iowan TV's Katie Sextro explores the risk or reward of taking that red mark.
Students have about 6 more weeks of studying and only have a few more days until they can no longer drop a class if they need to. But it can be hard for students to decide between dropping a class and risk getting a bad grade.
If a student is failing a course or worries that they won't pass, they're encouraged to come talk to an advisor about their options.
The Senior Associate Director at the Academic Advising Center, Maureen Schaefer, said the first step students should take is to meet with their professor to see if it's possible to raise their grade.
The best thing for them to do, not only to understand really where they stand grade-wise, but also to talk about their behavior in the class in terms of what effort they've put forth up to this point and maybe what needs to change moving forward.
And if hours of studying wouldn't help pull their grade up, students may need to consider dropping. A class dropped this late results in a W that stands for withdrawn on a student's transcript. And that scares some students.
I definitely worried about dropping it, and I asked my teacher if there was anything I could do to fix my grade before I dropped it, but there wasn't, so I didn't really have a choice.
But Schaefer emphasizes that a W is not a bad thing and looks better than an F on a transcript. It's only a problem if it becomes a pattern.
It's in the student's best interest to drop a class that might not get any better because then they can focus on the remaining classes and perhaps do better in those classes.
Schaefer says you shouldn't use this as an excuse to get out of those hard classes, but if it's best for you and your GPA to drop, don't sweat it too much. Reporting from the University of Iowa, Katie Sextro, Daily Iowan TV.